And I think we're live this morning. Get the utmost respect from people out there. Shout out to my retirees, my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops. Shout out to the people and we are sweet profession. You never shout out my hearted, clear-hearted. As much as you want good, I respect you to the fullest. It takes a certain kind of person to want that kind of good for shine, but I don't want you to shine so good for others at the same level. I don't know what go on line or the thing I chip up morning either. People inside of a garage, sleep anywhere. Work me a work, you understand? And a chicken me a jerk. Not work too. And I know some people where jerk chicken and I make a whole heap of money. So I went to go look this morning, get ready, say yes, me I'm going to the vehicle now and set up yesterday to get it serviced, and I'm supposed to pick it up early this morning. And I forget all about it. All Caribbean islands need to do the same. That's the if you can see me properly, because it look kind of dark on my screen. So if you can see me properly, fix up the lighting. Somebody says it keep freezing. Them thing I can't. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Cause I can't take too much of the freezing thing. We're gonna switch to a different device right away from the beginning. All right. All right, somebody say, I see you, but it sounds intermittent. Morning, Robbie. Morning, big bro. All right. About damn time our folks let go of holding up symbols of torture by barbarians. I agree. But I could talk about it a little bit. Because you might not think it's a big deal, but obviously it's a big deal for a lot of people. I woke up to see ABC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all the big news entities outside of Jamaica are covering this story. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go and talk. I'm going to just bear with it every time I chip out and chip in. You know, man do them thing with the internet. One day it's good, next day you have a problem. All right. So, let's take it from ABC News so everybody gets on the same page so we know what we're going to talk about. And then I am going to rip into this with my own 2 cents. And you can do the same in the comment section below. So Barbados has announced its plans to remove the Queen Elizabeth II as head of state next year, making the first time in nearly 30 years since a Commonwealth country has dropped the monarchy. Barbados Governor General Sandra Mason made the announcement in a speech Tuesday, revealing that the Caribbean nation would move towards full sovereignty and become a republic by November 30th of 2021 on the country's 55th anniversary of independence from the British Empire. So they are planning on putting this into place starting early 2021, which is only a few months away, right? And by the time it hits November, which will be their celebration, November 30th, which will be their celebration for their 55th year of independence, they want to be truly independent. They don't want to keep on having their citizens say, why are we celebrating independence, but we still have the Queen of England as our head of state? We're not truly independent then, are we? If we still have to go to these people for higher decisions to be made, that you're not independent. If you have to go to your parents, Mom, can you pay my light bill? Dad, can you pay my rent? Mom, can you help me do this? Dad, can you take me over here? You're not truly independent. As a matter of fact, you are a dependent, right? So there is no independence there. So it is a false sense of independence. I don't know how enough people don't get that. All right. So here we are. Proponents of the changes have long advocated for the Barbadian head of state called the Queen's reign of the country, a symbol of imperialism, a celebrated symbol of imperialism. Could you imagine a nation of majority African descent celebrating imperialism? Having attained independence over half a century ago, our country can be in no doubt about its capacity for self-governance. The time has come to fully leave our colonial past behind. So that means that even their leadership, are conscious of the fact that this is a part of our colonial past. The time has come to fully leave our colonial past behind. And this is what Mason said. Reading a speech written by Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley, Barbadians want a Barbadian head of state. Barbadians want a Barbadian head of state. This is the ultimate statement of confidence in who we are and what we are capable of achieving. Motley also quoted the country's first premier, Errol Barrow, who warned against loitering on colonial premises. Loitering on colonial premises. This is what so in Jamaica, that's what we're doing, right? We're loitering on colonial premises. You know, hear Chronic say? All right. When asked to comment on the plans, a spokesperson for Buckingham Palace told ABC News that it is a matter for the government and for the people of Barbados. The Queen is recognized as head of state in more than a dozen countries that were previously under British control. The Queen is, for the most part, removed from their daily governmental affairs in Barbados, according to the royal website, which described her as just a constitutional monarch. The Queen is not involved in the day-to-day business of Barbados government. However, this is what we could say the Queen's website or the Royal's website says. The Queen is not involved in the day-to-day business of Barbados government. Well, go so. Okay, we stupid. The Queen is not involved in the day-to-day business of Barbados government, the website said. However, she is in regular contact with the Governor General, her representative there, who keeps her updated with any significant news or development. I take people for fool. Huh? Are they thinking that we are just that daft that you can say stuff like this to us and we don't see the full meaning? The Queen is not involved. This is a representative for the Queen. The Queen is not involved in the day-to-day business of Barbados government. However, she is in regular contact with the Governor General, her representative there, who keeps her updated with any significant news and developments. Now let me ask a question this. If the Queen is not involved in the day-to-day business of Barbados government, why is it necessary for her to be in regular contact with the Governor General there that represents her there? Why is it necessary for him to be in day-to-day contact to keep her updated with any significant news or development? Why? It don't look good. It don't make no sense. This is jargon for people that are too slow to figure this out. Officials have floated the idea for years, and other formerly British-ruled nations, including Jamaica, have also expressed the desire to become republics. A lie is a lie. Jamaica has not expressed the desire to become a republic. I'm sorry, listen. Portia Simpson Miller, the female prime minister, the first and only female prime minister that Jamaica has ever had, she is the only one that has ever stepped out and say it's time that we get rid of the queen. It is time that we become a republic. It is time that we become truly independent and conduct our affairs and govern our affairs on our own. Here I know. You see when Portia Simpson did that? When Portia Simpson did that, it is customary for all these leaders, these prime ministers especially, to go to England to bow before the Queen. Okay? Now, you can say they went there for a business meeting or they went there to pay their respects for whatever the occasion was, but they all end up bowing to the Queen. Okay? And some of them come back with a little brooch, like a white man standing on the neck of a black man, that they are commanded to wear on their clothing, and they do. All right. So they're saying that Jamaica has expressed the desire. Portia was the only one that expressed the desire. And if you can find on social media anywhere a picture of the Queen and Portia in one picture together, greeting each other, then please post it or send it to me at SouFLoTV@gmail.com, because I was told that she is the only one that was rebuffed by the Queen right after she made that announcement, the desire to have Jamaica become a republic, to get rid of the Queen, get rid of the Governor General. There was a meeting called where they all had to go to the meeting. Portia Simpson went to the meeting and she was not greeted by the Queen. If you can imagine the Queen coming down doing her hey everybody, you're here, hi so and so, hi so and so, hi so and so, and then she get to you and she turns and talks to her butlers and turns back and skip past you and hi so and so and continue to greet people. That's the kind of greeting that Portia Simpson Miller got. She was not welcomed. Matter of fact, there was something that the Queen said about her, but I don't want to misquote, and I don't have it in front of me right now, but it was something more like, who da galia? She out of place kind of thing. And after that came great ridicule and great fight. Portia Simpson, to include fight from her own people who she worked around, who were starting to say stuff like she's ignorant, she's not highly educated enough, she doesn't come from a cloth that deserves to be in such a position. Not, mind you know, she's the only woman that has ever elevated to that level, right? She's created history, regardless if we like her or not. She just did that. Yes, her name is in the books. They started to break her down, started to tarnish her character, started to draw all kind of things out the closet, even though I don't think there was anything in it to draw out. They started to uncover every dirt about her after she said the Queen has got to go. No other prime minister since has said it. The Queen has got to go. Andrew Holness certainly has not said that the Queen has got to go and Jamaica should become a republic, and he definitely has not made any steps towards it. Anyhow, in 2012, during the Prince Harry's Diamond Jubilee visit, Jamaica Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller reiterated her previous plan for the country to become a republic. She's the only one that has ever done it. So this talk about Jamaica has always talked. No, they haven't. Stop lie. ABC News, stop lie. All the others who are carrying this, stop lie. It's one person out of many that did it, and she was ostracized for doing it. No race should have been subjected to what our ancestors were subjected to. This is what Portia Simpson Miller said with her interview with BBC. Big, bad, and brave, just like that. No race should have been subjected to what our ancestors were subjected to, she said. And she's talking about at the hands of the British Empire, to their face, on their network. We gained our freedom through the sweat, blood, and tears of our ancestors, and we are now free. If Britain wishes to apologize, yo, Portia, what a bad girl, you know. A joke, yo, Portia is a bad girl. Listen, Portia go, we are England. Portia said to BBC, said no race should have been subjected to what our ancestors were subjected to at no hands. We gained our freedom through blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors, and we are now free. We fight for it. You never gave it to us. We had to fight you. We had to lose lives, limb, yai sight, picnic. We had to fight a bloody fight for this. Are we supposed to just forget the great works that our ancestors did and their vision that they had for us as a people, their future offsprings, and just continue to crawl and scrape behind these people, keeping them in an exalted position over us that our ancestors saw as something that desperately needed to be abolished? She said we gained our freedom through sweat, blood, and tears of our ancestors, and we are now free. If Britain wishes to apologize, fine with us. No problem at all. She added, this is what she said also, she said, it's not about getting rid of the Queen so much. You could get rid of the Queen. You can't get rid of the Queen? No, you can't. So she says it's not about getting rid of the Queen so much. We don't care which part the Queen there. She is ruling over her monarchy. So people like to take things and twist it, right? It's just like when they say Black Lives Matter and some people come out and say, well, all lives matter. And we have to go back and say, yes, all lives matter, but all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter, because Black lives is a part of all lives. It's just like when we have to keep on drawing all these evidence. Well, if your house is on fire and no other house in the neighborhood is on fire, and we call the fire truck and the fire truck comes and start to douse down all the houses next to your house that are not burning, wouldn't you be pissed off? My house is on fire. You would be telling the firefighters, and you would hope that your neighbors do the same thing and tell the firefighters, listen, man, his house, put the hose on his house, right? His house is on fire. Out that one. That is what we mean when we say Black Lives Matter. Everybody's house I get cooled down that's not on fire, and our house is there burning to the ground. You understand? So it's the same thing here. Portia said, we can't get rid of the Queen. It's not just about getting rid of the Queen. Who could get rid of the Queen? Really? She's a wonderful, beautiful lady. This is Portia. Sweet them up, Portia. She's a wonderful, beautiful lady. The decision to become a republic, it shouldn't be taken in the context of us wanting to get rid of the Queen. She had to go and say this in baby language and cater to their insecurities, because she knew how they were going to spin it. Oh, they want to get rid of the Queen. You can't get rid of the Queen. The Queen stands mighty on her throne. Well, we're not trying to get rid of the Queen. The Queen is fine where she's at. And like Portia said, if Great Britain wants to make a public apology for all that they have done to us and the remnants of which we still have to live through today, because we're still feeling it today, and there were no reparations paid. It was just, okay, we used you, we got extremely rich off of you, thank you, bye. Matter of fact, I will still maintain superior leadership, rulership over you in the process, but you're kind of free. Grab your little flag and go about your business. She added, it's not about getting rid of the Queen, because you can't get rid of the Queen. The decision for us to become a republic and take the Queen out of our business should not be taken in the context of us wanting to get rid of the Queen. Several countries have moved to drop the Queen as head of state over the years, with Mauritius being the last to do so in 1992. All right, that little something there just to get everybody on the right page this morning so y'all know what we're talking about here. This don't look good. My issue with this is this. Barbados is leading the way now. Jamaica needs to follow now. You understand? Now, Barbados has been sitting in a pretty good position for quite some time. Their economy is doing extremely well, or has been doing extremely well forever. Their money is top of the top as far as value against, say, the US dollar or the British pound. They have managed to maintain a high level of living, right? Whereas our money just a slide a going like avalanche. I remember when our money, time me a little picnic, man, me used to run, go a shop. 10 cent, 10 cent, I used to take to the shop and come back with 10 sweetie. Our money was good. There was a time when our money was 2 to 1. I remember when it went to 5 to 1. I remember when it went to 10 to 1. And I stopped paying attention. And one day I turned around and look, and Jamaican money was 50 to 1. I mean, I said, how we reach 50 to 1? And then we look again and it's 60 to 1, 80 to 1, 100 to 1, 110 to 1, 120. So the money isn't stopping. And although they keep pulling it back, pushing it forward, pulling it back, pushing it forward, oh, we have stabilized the dollar at 140 something to 1. You've stabilized it. Surely we would like to see it not go any further, but it's going to go further. I have a prediction that our money is going to reach somewhere within the next 5 years close to 200 to 1. Now that might be good for some people. It might be good for the people who want to fly into the island, spend their foreign dollars, and fly out. I remember Jesse Gender singing a song. Jesse Gender is not around anymore as far as on the front lines of music, but I remember this artist singing a song where him said, them one turn my father in a gardener and turn the mother in a maid. That is their plan for Jamaica, basically. In other words, then, it should be a place where people with bigger money can come and be serviced in every way for small pennies on the dollar. So them can take them like a pocket change and come and use you. They must be catered to hand and feet. Them are getting massage. They're getting all you can eat buffets lined out. Like in a lot of these all-inclusives, they're getting everything they need poolside. You can swim up to the bar and have a drink. And the average Jamaican will not be able to afford such a life. You will be working in these places to support these people, is what Jesse was saying. And I think this was probably about 15 years ago. He said this in a song, and I caught it. And then he had an interview where he had moved to some part of Africa, and they went there to interview him, and he explained it. So people are thinking, yes, thank you. People are thinking, oh, we're free. That's not slavery. Them a give we work. At least them a give we work. Oh, yeah, they're giving you work, all right. You want jobs? You want jobs? We'll give you jobs. That's what they're saying. But the kind of jobs we'll give you will be jobs to serve us. The kind of jobs we'll give you will be jobs that will not be able to pay your bills, cover your cost of living, and afford a decent lifestyle for you and your family. The kind of jobs we'll give you will not be jobs where you can see your way out and elevate to a different level and take yourself out of poverty. We're giving you jobs that you will be a servant and you will forever be dependent on us. But that's what jobs are. Most jobs, people never give you pay. Nobody is going to pay you enough for you to become wealthy enough to leave them. They're going to pay you always at a level where you are always dependent. That is the reason why you have a lot of us who will work 30, 40, 50, 60 years in one place or in the same line of work, because whoever was paying us has no interest in seeing you becoming wealthy, taking all your skills and expertise you have learned over the years and just often with it, go start your own company to come rival my company. You will not have the resources to do so. I want you to be broke all the time. I'm still going to smile with you. I'm still going to probably even add some little trinkets to it. You come at work, you get free food. You can eat. As long as you don't take any food off the premises, you can eat all your meals here. Yeah, but what about my family at home? My wages can't put groceries in at the house after I pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? But you good, man. You can eat here. You said the all-inclusive buffet, mind you, is for the tourists. So when you are eat, you have to carry your little plate, go around a back. You remember that? Go around a back. It's the same thing all over again. Barbados is leading the way. And I think Jamaica needs to follow. One of the biggest things that Jamaica has missed, and when I say this, there are a lot of people that agree, but there are a lot that don't, because of the stigma that has been placed on this particular plant called ganja. Are you aware that the most potent marijuana that is grown throughout the world is done so through a process that is called hydroponics? Are you aware of that? Hydroponics. All right, check this out. Jamaica as an island. Let me show you how God bless Jamaica is. Jamaica as an island, as it sits, a couple of scientists went down there and they're digging and researching and everything, running poles through the earth, however far down. And they've concluded that Jamaica is a natural hydroponic island, with Jamaica, the island itself, acting as the filter, water below. So the plant grows on the water, from the water below, shoots up through the soil, and the soil steadies it and gives it all its nutrients and holds it steady for the sun. And then we have a sun all year round, holds it for the sun, and it grows up towards the sun, getting all the powers it needs. That is the natural herb that is grown in Jamaica. A lot of tourists go to Jamaica, I see, and they come from places where hydro's grown in labs. And when they come to Jamaica, they make sure them come back again and again and again, because the experience they get from smoking this organic herb, this weed. Jamaica missed the bus a long time ago. And I said this 5 years ago when we first started SouFLoTV. I said ganja can take Jamaica out of poverty. Ganja can fix Jamaica's deficit. Ganja can pay off Jamaica's debt. Ganja can send no picnic go to school with no bills left to pay after. So why are they fighting ganja? And they fought ganja for so long, and they demonized the ganja for so long. And then look at what happened now. And the Rasta man them was telling us, yeah, them a go legalize it, man. Them soon start use it for make medicine and these things, because they can't deny its healing proof. It has proven to be able to help with more sicknesses than any pharmaceutical drugs, and every pharmaceutical drug combined. The power of ganja. But this natural herb that just spring up out of the earth, you don't have to do nothing to it, is illegal. Beer and cigarette over the counter is perfectly legal. Yet that kill more people every year than all diseases combined. This is researched facts. Imagine that, but it's perfectly legal. So why you think them did a hold on ganja so much? Because anyhow they fly the gate and say, all right, let's get organized, let's get centralized on this idea, and let's start manufacturing it in a professional manner, packaging it, brokering deals with companies overseas that are legally able to sell, dispensaries that are legally able to sell it. We can be a part of this medical marijuana thing, and we can be a leading force in this medical marijuana thing. For many, many, many years, everybody has known across the world that Jamaica carries some potent ganja. You understand? So why were we fighting it? No. SouFlo, I spit facts in the morning, straight facts. Yes, Papa. But there, who this? Sayafu. Yes, family. So Jamaica missed the bus a long time ago. Jamaica sabotaged itself, shoot itself in the foot, step on its own toes by choosing to remain that. And I honestly think it has a lot more to do with the Jamaican government themselves being subservient to whoever it is that is cutting the checks for them. That's all. Because all it takes, right, is, and I'm still looking for that, and I haven't seen it, and I said it before, I am still looking for the leader that is going to step out and do it differently than all the others that has came before them. I don't care if you want to point to me from Andrew Holness right back to the rest of them and all those before him. I am not pinpointing him. I am just saying that he will not be doing anything any different. I would hope that he would be the one to come and do a big shakeup where 2-3 generations from now, we can look back as a people and say, yeah, remember when Andrew took office? Remember in his second term? Yo, the man shook up the place, you know? The man, it was under him that Jamaica became a republic. It was under him that Jamaica started exporting marijuana upon a great scale. And let's not talk about jobs. Enough of the youth them that you see giving trouble today. One of their favorite thing is this. Nothing else to do, whole day, this. And them have a little cup or a little bottle with something in it, some alcohol, and see them here, crush out weed all day, roll up, smoke, right? All right. A lot of these youths are unemployed. And they're unemployed because there are jobs out there that they simply do not qualify for because they never went far enough to get the training to be that. And there is no free school for them, and nobody now hire them because them have no experience. Hell, the people that are coming out of university in Jamaica are work a call center. You can imagine you go UE and you come out with a bachelor's degree and you're there a call center, and your bachelor's degree is in business and economics. Your bachelor's degree is in something far from call center, and you over here are the call center work. Now, again, I'm not downing anybody that does call center work. We have to take what is available to us because that's all they have available to us. So, you know, we have to take with little until we can make more out of the little. But honestly, do you think that any of us want to go to UE, spend up grandma and mommy and daddy them good money and go school? People have bills in their arrears that are in the millions. At least a $1 million strap is on majority of who is graduating back. And now they have to figure out how to pay this back. But never mind, because you have to pay it off. Because anywhere you go and anything you earn, they're digging in your pockets for it. You can't write off that debt. Not even in a bankruptcy, you cannot write off that debt. You see that? Not even if you're filing for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy means that, boy, I mean, I have nothing left. I am broken. All right, they'll say, yeah, you can write off the car. You can write off the loan that you got for the farm that failed. You can write off this. You can write off that. The big student loan that you used to go get your higher education, you can't write that off. You're still strapped with that and you still have to pay that back. Well, how am I going to pay that back, sir? When nobody is hiring me, everywhere I go, they say I need at least 2 years experience and about 5 people that have been in the field more than 5 years to vouch for me on paper. How am I going to get there, sir? Well, call center is hiring, you know. All right, sir, thank you. Gonna call center go work. True. So Jamaica has failed in that sense. The ganja dead still, and they're still fighting the ganja. Even though you see dispensaries popping up on the island, I want you to look at who owns these dispensaries. I want you to look at who is invested in these dispensaries. I was watching a documentary the other day, because me love documentary, you know. I was watching a documentary the other day, and it was, again, a white man, I believe he was from Canada or some other place, and he was down there looking at land. Tef, what go on? Big vlogger in the place. What? Everybody know Tef, right? Tef the entertainment feed. If you don't know now, you know. Go check it out. On top of them things. So these people that own these dispensaries, they're not Jamaicans. They're not keeping the resources in Jamaica as far as the money they make off of us. Them just dead. They're there to colonize the land just the same. They're there to open their dispensaries just the same, make their money and leave. Pretty much the same way how the Chinese does business, pretty much the same way how majority of these hotels do business, these big conglomerates of hotels do business. Majority of their money leave the island. It doesn't stay in the island. It doesn't circulate back into a weed that they are bata by ourselves, trying to figure out what next and how we are going to come out of this. And every leader we have come do the same thing, even though they say something different to get elected. So I think it's time. I think Barbados is leading the way right now, and I think Jamaica should follow right now. Now, hear what, people. In a world that we live in right now, and being on social media, I am now aware. You know, sir, a couple of years ago, right, I went to England, and it was so nice there that I stayed, and I overstayed my welcome. Them did have to kick me out. When I was leaving the US to go to England, I bought my ticket when I was 17 years old, okay? I could not leave the country until I hit 18 because my parents would have to sign off on that. You're considered a minor until you're 18. So I couldn't travel across the waters. So here what? I bought my ticket for my 18th birthday. Cause me that go through some things in a life. You know, them think far in a bed of roses and these things. I was going through things and I just wanted to get as far away as possible. And I knew that I had some close family in England. So here what? I'm heading to England to see if life can be better for me there. Everybody was telling me, yo, you'll be back in about 2 days. Ain't no black people there, man. They live, you won't like how they live, blah, blah, blah. I go to England and I fall in love with the place here, sir. Especially London. And I was staying on Streatham Hill. Streatham Hill, you have Brixton Hill right up top. I used to walk up to Brixton Hill and go get some Chinese food. Duck and cashew was my favorite from them people at that time. And down the road, I used to work in Wandsworth. Okay? Now, me overstay my welcome. Watch where me I go with this. So I overstayed my welcome in England. And it got to the point where I got an attorney, Cal Harding, and that attorney was known as a beast on immigration stuff. So Cal said, listen, as long as you stay here, I got you. I will make sure you have your stay in quite a short period of time. I said, all right, Cal. But I was young. I was missing my mom. I was missing my brother and my sister. It was the first time me leaving my family. I didn't grow up in one of them homes that where everybody was everywhere. We always were together. But we just couldn't take certain pressures and I was getting older. So I left. All right. But there in England so long. I enjoy myself. I had to get an attorney. And I thought about staying there forever. But then I missed my family. I said, you know what? If God wants me, I remember saying specifically this, if God wants me to come back this way, he will make a way for me to come back this way. But right now, I think my little brother needs me there. Because, you know, one of them wonder where daddy is at a distance and these kind of things. So I came back to the US and I almost got deported to Jamaica because I wasn't a citizen of the US yet. I was a green card holder and I had stayed out 1 day short of 2 years. So I was in the UK for 2 years. I get a deportation letter in my mail. Them open the door, the mail thing up on the door, them open it, slide it in. I go pick up the mail now, one brown envelope. It says, at the request of the Queen, you are ordered to leave the UK immediately or be forced through deportation. I say, all right, I go back. Because I don't want nobody calling me up. I don't want these embarrassments, right? And I don't know how it might turn out on the other end. I might get deported, and the only place where I am a citizen is Jamaica. So they'll definitely be deporting me to Jamaica, even though I'm supposed to be in the US. You're young, you're 18, you're 19. So I did that. Now that I'm speaking in this manner, may a big man know, my views have changed. I've gained knowledge of certain things. So now that I'm speaking in this manner, and we are all caught in the web, in the internet, I must make it clear that I have no animosity against the UK. You understand what I say? Because I plan on going back that way again. And I am sure that when it is time for me to go through customs to enter the UK, they're going to ask stuff like this. Have you ever been here before? Did you ever overstay your welcome here before? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to have to answer all that. Now, nobody wants to get on a plane, travel, fly in the air 12, 13 hours, and then land, only to be told, no, you can't come in, and you have to go back on the next thing smoking. So you have to get back on a plane immediately and do a next 12, 13 hours for come back at your yard. I don't want that to happen. And I do have business in the UK, so I want to be there in the UK. And my plan is to get back there to the UK. However, some of the things that I'm talking, I think might be used against me in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I'm putting it out there right now. So when I make my attempt, I will be vlogging and I will let you know exactly what happened. If they let me in, you're going to see me, I run up and down in the UK and I say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. If they don't let me in, I'll go back on my yard and I'm going to let you know that they turned me away. And I think it has something to do with my stance on Jamaica getting rid of the Queen. Now, remember, you know, we're not trying to get rid of the Queen. Because we can't do that. We're not in that position. We just want her not be the head of state no more. We want Jamaican people with fresh new ideas, young minds that are ready to go and are talking about forward and progress for our nation. That's what we want. New blood, young blood, intelligent young minds, ready to lead the way and dedicate service. And they are out there in abundance. Them full of education and have no opportunities. Our young leaders are out there. They're just not given a chance. So we have these antiquated people that are still in a position of power, and they are still dragging along the old colonial system. Not even our court system changed. Our constitution never changed. All they did was say, were we too lazy to rewrite our constitution to a more suiting bill, to a more suiting form? Or them just lazy? Or behind the scenes, they are forced to keep that in place? Which one do you think it is? Because I'm thinking it's behind the scenes, they were forced to keep it in place. And that is the reason why we still have you see how important it is? Because that is the reason why they still have the Queen as the head of state, and we still carry the same judicial system from them time. It was developed by them for them, to suit them, not us. And it is still in play today. It is what governs the island of Jamaica today. If you never know that, now you know. So this whole we are free, we are independent, we're free to a certain degree. Independent? Nah. It's a far cry from independence, and we must stop lying to ourselves and stop telling ourselves about we are independent. There is no such thing as a little independent or a lot independent. You're either independent or you're dependent. There's no in between. You're either independent or you're dependent. Okay? You might be a little more dependent or a little less dependent than others, but there's no such thing that lies in between that. Because like I said at the beginning of this show, if I, as a grown man, have to call my mommy and daddy to make great decisions for me, if I, as a grown man, have to depend on my mom and dad to pay my light bill, my phone bill, my water bill, my gas bill, my car insurance, my health insurance, if I have to depend on them to help me out so much, then I'm not independent. Even if I have to help, I have to depend on them to pay one bill for me. I am not independent. I am a dependent. So Jamaica is a dependent of the UK. Now, this is the part that get me. It get real serious right now. Watch this. England, of all people, should be on their knees, thankful. That level of gratitude to the island of Jamaica because of the role that we play in the history of getting them back on their feet and back to being a superpower contender. Yeah, we went and fought their wars for them. If at least they could do is make it so that no visa is ever required for us to come. Now, you can vet the people other ways, because, you know, there are some people that are going to say, no, SouFlo, because if no visa not required, then that means that any Bugo Yaga can go and represent us in the wrong way. And no, they could still have in place a list of how to vet who gets to come in. Just cut out that visa something there. If you're able to show that you are a productive, progressive person, you have always maintained an honest way of living as far as how you earn your bread. This person comes up and they say, I want to go to England. You must pull out the book and say, okay, how long have you been working? You're 30 years old. How long have you been working? I've been working since 10 years, sir. And here it is right here. Here's all my resume and all the people you can call. This tells me that this is somebody that is focused. He's maintained employment, gainful employment for a whole decade straight. All right. Are you going to run off when you get to England, or are you plan on going back to Jamaica? I have to go back to Jamaica, sir. Okay, well, show us some things that would say you're going back to Jamaica. Well, sir, here are my 2 children. I have 2 children, one just born, and one is 6 years old. I don't plan on running away, leaving my children. My wife is there as well. This shows me that this is a family man. He takes care of his family. He has 2 children. He has a house to maintain. He has gainful employment to come back to. Or he has skills, right? That even if him run off over here, so we can use the skill them. Because them are going like them not take illegal people and use them all the time, but they do. But I'm saying there could still be a process in which they vet us. But that whole visa thing, after all that we have done for you, you try to small play us, downplay us, act like we are insignificant. You sure wasn't acting like we were insignificant when you needed us so badly then, and nobody else wanted to come. It was Caribbean people that was coming, not just Jamaicans. Caribbean people were coming. And we were breaking our backs doing all the menial labors that your citizens did not want to do because they just felt like that was below them. We came and we did it. I don't want to tell you that up till today, We are the ones that are still doing it. And we still sweep them road. We still clean up them place. We still flip them grandparents and parents in nursing homes and clean them body and make sure they get all the good care and dignified care until they pass away in life while they're busy off enjoying life. We still are the ones that are burning the candle. We are still the ones that keep that fire burning for them. And them look upon we and start. Look on the other day when they had the Windrush thing. Look how many people they quickly just overnight get up and displace. These are people, right, who have worked so long that they reach retirement age. So they're retired. People buy them house, you know. People collecting their pensions, you know. People are living okay there, you know. And you just root up a man, all-time house, gone. And then the people come back and their house ain't there no more. And you're looking at them like, well, we're gonna have to put you in a temporary shelter until we find a better. That's demonic. You fling out all these people. Where is their pension money? You suddenly decided that we are illegal after you said to come and we came and you said that we were good to go forever, indefinitely. I think we all have Google. I think we can all look at the dictionary in our phones and see what the word indefinitely means. And then someday, oh, hey, you got to go. Could you imagine that? So they owe us. This is not freeloaders. You know, the thing about us is we have never been a freeloading kind of people. And that is why I detest the begging thing. You know, when they're there, Jamaica, you hear, yo, dog, give me a thing now. Oh, brother, you look like it does come in from far and you have it upon your man. Give me something now. I hate that. I hate it with a passion. Because I see women strap their babies to their backs and pick up and machete and out there plow field. And some big tough kin young man come talk about, yo, dog, give me a thing now. You what thing? That's not a part of us. We have never been that kind of people. So that thing here with the new generation are bringing about, give me a thing now. Go look work. But the world knows it though, that we've always been hard workers, honest people, hardworking, dignified people. You understand? That is why it is no surprise to see people like Colin Powell, what name there? Kilpatrick, the first African-American mayor of New York City, Jamaican, yeah? The one black man that actually could have been the first black president, but he turned the role down, Jamaican. A lot of these cities, mayor of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Jamaican. A lot of these cities and states and in their military and and their doctors, head surgeons, lead scientists, Jamaicans. Now, I'm not saying again, because I don't want to leave out the rest of my Caribbean family because I say one Caribbean love, right? But I'm speaking specifically on the fact that Barbados is leading the way now, saying time to get rid of the Queen, time to fully go independent. And I'm saying that Jamaica should follow. Jamaica, you have always been great, okay? We don't have to wear no hat and say make Jamaica great again. We have always been great. We have always had obstacles in achieving our full potential of greatness. We have always had to fight through these obstacles. They have always continued to put more obstacle after more obstacle after more obstacle. It is for us as a people to recognize that and to get under them, over them, around them, but don't make them stop our greatness. Yes? That's how we deal with the thing. Now, my question to you is this. Should Jamaica get rid of the Queen and become, should Jamaica get rid of the Queen? Or should Jamaica and become a republic? Or should Jamaica maintain the Queen as head of state? And I'm going to read some of these comments right now. Somebody said revolution is needed. Militant One, you are absolutely right. Blessings SouFLoTV. Blessings family. Somebody says, in Belize, we are still paying taxes to England. Facts. Poor Haiti. Haiti is over there still paying France. The Congo in Africa still paying out the wazoo. And they pay more to France than they keep for themselves. And majority of their citizens are in dire poverty. Whole heap of orphans all over the place. Whole heap of people without limbs. Now you must remember who did this to them. So I came into your house, I mash up everything in there, and then I leave and I send you a bill. And you have to pay me for everything that get mashed up in there. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Me coming at your house, mash up everything in your house, and then send you a bill when I leave. You have to pay for the, or you call it a Jamaica again? Everybody grandmother have one. Every Jamaican house probably still have one. A whatnot. You mash up the whatnot. You mash up the TV, the flat screen. You mash up everything in my house. And then you leave, and then you send me a bill. That is the system that we've been operating under, okay? So we're paying those who us up for the things that they did to us. It don't make no sense. And I don't care which old head want to tell you about it. This is the way and it works that way. New generation, we're not seeing it. We're feeling it and it don't feel good. All right. Jamaica to become republic, I say. That's Rocky F. I agree. ASAP. Must take us for a sap. You're mad? Yeah, may I tell you, big bro, Robbie, listen. I think they underestimate don't underestimate, they know our intelligence. Let's flip that back around. It's not underestimate. They know our intelligence. They know our capabilities. They also know what they have to do to make sure that we do not excel beyond a certain point. Like I said to you in the beginning, nobody is going to hire you and pay you enough to get richer than they are. Nobody is going to hire you and pay you enough to put you in a position to make you superior to them. Nobody. That is why entrepreneurship leads the way today and always has. So yeah, we go to school, we come out, we spend up our parents' money, we pay a school fee, we can't get nothing. That is Jamaica for a lot of people. That's their reality. So when I compare these things to, say, the US, it's not because, oh, SouFLo, yeah, sell out. You know, like, it's because I see how things can be done someplace else. They have a model that is put in place, and I think we can emulate that model. Remember, I know you can learn something from anybody, you know. Either a fool or who you think is a fool can teach you something, you know, if you sit there and listen to him, or actually don't exalt yourself over him thinking you're better than him. You know, have to hear what him have to say. Cock one of your ears them his direction and see if you don't learn something. Yeah, my grandmother always said that. Never think you're too big for anybody or too good to talk to anybody. A fool can teach you something. She true, she right. Me just not like talk to fool people too long, because then after the little gem come out, that's the pain of talking to them, because you gotta have to sift through all the BS to get to the one little gem that's in there. And sometimes I just bear foolishness them talk the whole time, and then you have to wait all the way to the end to get the one little gem. It's painful, but but I don't exalt myself over anyone else, and we can always talk to each other, man. We're at the top of the hour. This hour went by extremely quick this morning. Please continue this discussion in the comment section below. England owes Jamaica big time. I'm not speaking for Barbados and whoever else was under British colonial rule. I'm just speaking for England right now. I am commending Barbados, though, for making this step, this move. And I want Jamaica to be a part of this moving forward. Get rid of the Queen. Handle your affairs. All right? Leave your comments in the comment section below, as usual, is what I say when I end videos, because the video will be up on YouTube and you can continue to have a conversation with each other. People, believe me when I tell you, people are paying attention to our comment section. They're paying attention to our conversations. How I know? Me know, because I am the one that is being contacted. So I know. All right. The other day, before I go, let me say this. The other day, I got a message from someone that is considered to be one of the higher ups in Jamaica. It was a message from Mr. Mark Shields. It said something about, I think I have an interview for you. Now, me, in all my stupidness, the day I think, maybe Mark Shields want to interview me. Look at me, being selfish and dumb. Why would Mark Shields want to interview me? Shouldn't it be the other way around? I'm the guy with the camera, right? I'm the guy who holds the platform. So I think it was them reaching out to say, hey, you want to know some things? I can sit down and do this interview with you. So please, anybody, my phone, my business phone is jammed up. Like, it's hard for me to find that message again and get back to that person. So if anybody, or if Mr. Mark Shields is seeing this, please hit my line again. I would love to have a discussion. I would love to do an interview. Okay, and we can go live, and we can do it on a Sunday, and you can call in, just like we did with the leader of the independent party, and they were able to lay out all these things. So if anybody, or if Mr. Mark Shields sees this, or anybody who has contact with him, please reach out again. I missed the opportunity, had a lot going on. I won't miss that opportunity again. Listen to me, people. Continue the conversation in the comment section below. You are powerful. You have power, and they're paying attention. All right? Big up on yourself. Manners and respect, everybody. Hardworking people, retirees, everybody, you know, big up yourself. One love. Make sure that you show yourself love today. Self-love, the best love, the first love. Don't love yourself, you're going to make other people treat you like caca doo-doo. Okay? Self-love is the best love. Spread a little love around you today also. Lighten up the mood. None of we now leave here alive. So make hay while the sun shines. Enjoy life while you have breath. All right? Health and strength, manners and respect. I'm out. Peace.